Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie and I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark. Today I have the fourth installment to a series of videos that are highly requested. Dramatic readings of real Poshmark cases. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe because it like sparks that drama, but it's not like real drama. Whatever it is, you guys love these videos. So I'm giving it to you. It does take me a lot longer to make the videos now because I've already read so many cases up to this point and I don't want to repeat myself. So yeah, it takes a little bit longer, but here it is. And if you want them to be faster, send me your cases. I don't put your name or your photo or anything in it. It's private. So let me read them. Come on, give them up. Also preface this that they're not all my cases. These are all that I pull from the internet. I pull it from Instagram, Imgur, and Reddit. Oh, and they're not my, like, this is just dramatic. Like, don't take me too seriously. If I agree or disagree, like, this is just my own opinion. And just have fun with it. Like, just laugh. Like, grab some snacks. Let's just hang out and enjoy the video. So this is for an authentic Burberry scarf. So it was authentic in the title. I have paid to get an authentication and it was approved as fake. And Poshmark was having none of it. Poshmark was like, we've reviewed your case. Unfortunately, the case does not qualify for a return. And I don't know where they get off saying that if you can prove to me that your item that you received is not an authentic luxury item, we're not going to approve it. Like, that to me seems like a pretty honest case to open. I can't really see like how she got it authenticated. Maybe they don't approve of that place authenticating, whatever it is. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. Like, are we supporting dupes? I don't get it. There's some illegal practices going on there. So I don't agree with Poshmark on this. I really do believe that the person who opened it and provided and paid for authentication should have been refunded. I mean, they're already out their authentication. That's up and above what they would have been refunded. So, like, it's a fake scarf. It's a fake scarf. But whatever. This dress was described as white, but is clearly ivory. Please see pictures. One is of the tag, and it says ivory. Then she goes on to, like, show the dress against her banister that I guess is bright white? I don't know. I don't think that there's an argument of whether it's white or ivory, but let's just continue. The color of the dress is clearly displayed in the photos. Also, there is no ivory option in the color selection Poshmark provides. I mean, they're slacking on a few colors there, but ivory is not one. Buyers are always welcome to ask questions about the specifics of my items before purchasing. Again, not wrong. Not wrong. If you're unsure about a color, you need a bright white dress. Hi, is this dress bright white? Looks kind of ivory. Like, could have just asked. I don't know what her listing looked like, but I normally would say, like, in the description, like, ivory color. But I don't know what it looked like. But it's really difficult, and I'm kind of sensing some buyer's remorse. This person opened up a return case for new Hotter Comfort Concepts Donna Suede heels. Received incorrect item. Shoes showed as pink in photos and were listed as pink. I received a tan pair. Not sure if the seller has both colors in this style, but these are definitely not pink. I put my pink phone next to them for a reference. Because my phone's pink and these shoes are not pink. I only have one pair of these shoes. The photos taken on my original listing are not altered and taken in daylight. They are very light pink, so I can see how they would look tan in certain lighting, but as again shown in my photos, I would consider them pink. Thanks. And I mean, it's true. Have you seen the green hat or the tan hat or whatever it is? But in certain lighting, her hat is brown, but in other lighting, it's green. And I still don't know what color that hat's supposed to be. But it sounds like a case of lighting, and if they're like super light pink, it's kind of like, I don't know. Here are some screenshots from the website. Stock photo also shows almost beigey tan looking pair as well, but the official name is powder pink. You can't argue with facts now, can you? Thank you for responding. I have shown these to many people here to be fair and make sure it isn't just my eyes, and everyone agrees that these in no way or light look light pink. They are also marked as a size 7, but are about 2 sizes bigger than a 7, which I also feel should have been mentioned. What is with these people in these cases? Like, it just happens time and time again. They tell these people, like, oh, I showed it to 20 other people. Like, no, you didn't, Susan. Did you show that photo? Did you send that photo? Because, again, the light and all that stuff that has to do with, like, lighting and color differences on your phone. Like, did you take that into account? Like, did you actually show up at people's houses in different lighting and be like, oh, this isn't... We know you're lying. But also, now it's too big. Don't you think you should have started off with that? Shouldn't you have, like, mentioned that in the beginning? But you knew for a fact that Poshmark wasn't going to approve it based on fit. So you went after the color instead. If you were buying light pink shoes, the tan shoes probably match your outfit anyhow. Like, it's not that big of a color difference. In the photo, as you see here, they do look pink to me. They have that really soft pink color. And this is what she purchased and based it off of. So I don't know how that one ended. I hope like they both got their money. Like, I hope it got solved amicably. Okay, next one. Rosin Alley teal watercolor floral blazer small. Item is broken, damaged, stained. Item smells like smoke, which was not disclosed in the listing. I hate smoke cases. Like, I am a smoke-free home, and the amount of times someone tells me my stuff reeks of cigarette smoke, I'm like, how? Because I don't even thrift it. I don't even source smoky clothing. Like, I don't even like the smell of smoky clothing. So the fact that you're receiving it, like, I feel terrible first off. But second off, it wasn't me. Moving on. The seller said the previous statement. The previous statement is false. My household is non-smoking with no pets and solid surfaces only due to allergies. Huh? What does that have to do with anything? You lost me. No one mentioned pets. She said it smelled like smoke, right? Yeah, it smells like smoke. Why are you talking about pets? And also, what does the solid surfaces have to do? So you don't have a couch? You don't have a couch. You don't have a couch due to allergies. What's a solid surface? Like, you don't have a mattress? In my over 8,200 sales on Poshmark, I have never had an issue with this, nor will I ever. Well, I mean, I think you currently have an issue right now. That could just be what a case is. It's an issue. I can agree that oftentimes we sellers get accused of smells we have no control over. Yeah, I don't know what to say, but like, the statement is false, and all this added, stuff to throw in there, like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I think I would have responded, I'm so sorry that you received this item smelling with smoke. I am a smoke-free home. I am unsure if it got contaminated within its travel to you. Again, I apologize, but there was nothing more I could have done as a seller to ensure it didn't smell of smoke, as it didn't smell of smoke when I had it. And then you gotta hope that Poshmark goes, okay, here's your money, and then they solve it. But like, to be like, no, I don't have cats, I don't have pets, I don't have this, I don't have that, that's just irrelevant. And then the amount of sales you've had, like, congratulations to the 8,200 sales that you had without any issue. I get issues when it's not even my problem. I don't know. Cases happen. Let's normalize cases, because it happens. Like, it happens in our daily life. People return stuff for crazy reasons. That to me doesn't hold any leverage. Okay, I've gone on way too long of a rant. The person had it resolved in their favor, which is great. Here's another. So, opened up a return request for a J. Crew, I'm not going to say that word, classic wool cocoon coat. They reported the item is broken, damaged, or stained. Buckle up. Prefacing this with, I'm a thrift shopper, and I'm not expecting anything to be perfect, but yes, I am. But I do expect it to be as described. This coat is dirty and has visible flaws throughout. The listing for this coat said excellent condition, no flaws. I mean, that's pretty much all I sell. I try not to sell things that are damaged or with flaws because then you just get cases. Baby. But I was disappointed the moment I unpacked it. The coat has visible signs of wear throughout. Pilling on the chest, at the sleeve hems, and along the front opening. The fabric is noticeably worn down in the armpits, and there's a snag in the right armpit. Whatever. It's also dirty with seemingly no effort to clean it. There is a stain on the right breast, a red makeup stain on the collar, and a whole bunch of human and a few animal hairs were stuck to it throughout. It also smells strongly of perfume and the sort of gross, musky smell that a coat gets when it's worn repeatedly without being cleaned. It smells so strongly that I put it out on my balcony for the time being because the odor is giving me a headache. It's desperately in need of dry cleaning, and it's far from being wearable as is, and I'm extremely disappointed with this purchase. I'm hoping to get a refund for this coat / shipping cost and return it to the seller at their expense, who will hopefully fix the issues or list it more honestly before attempting to resell. Okay, let's unpack this one. So there's just like everything. I find that when people kind of get like cornered, they will throw everything at the wall when they want to return it. This was my sale. I had this hung up in a closet with a bunch of other stuff, and if it smelled so terrible, it smelled so bad, like it was so disgusting, it gave a headache, would it not transfer onto the rest of my stuff? And also, wouldn't I smell it while I'm packing it? And I know like you can become nose blind, like don't get me wrong, but I will often smell coffee to like reset my nostrils before packing my orders for this specific reason, because you're right, like some stuff does smell musty after a while, and I agree, like that's why I do that. I specifically smell coffee for that reason. Again, we're throwing everything at the wall. If it hurt your head so much, if it smelled so bad, why are you wearing it? Like, actually, why are you wearing it? I've gotten my own crappy boxes of clothes, and I never for a moment was like, let me put this on because like just so I can show you the stain, or just so I can show, like, it doesn't make sense to me at all. Like, I don't understand this. I didn't understand this case at all. She circles shadows because I show the photo. They're very crisp, clean photos that I took of this jacket. There's no stains on my photos. What she circles looks like a shadow. I have no idea what she's talking about. I went into the history of it, like her purchases, and she purchased a similar jacket. And I was like, maybe you didn't need 2 jackets. Maybe mine just got like the crappy end of the stick. I don't know. So I never respond back to the person. I just responded, Poshmark, I have provided the photos as they are on the listing that shows the exact condition the coat was in when I packed it. There is no stain on the chest of either side. Unfortunately, I did not think to take any photos of the inside of the coat. Wool has a natural texture to it, and the pilling is not from wear. Yeah, that was another thing. Like, it's a wool jacket. It has texture. I don't know what she thought I was doing. Like, it wasn't pilled, I know, because I like depill everything. So, like, I don't know where that was going. The coat was worn once and not around animals. Because as you know, my office is very separated from everything. I bring everything in. It goes right in my office. Dog is not allowed. And even if I did, like, I clean everything. So, and it was like such a crispy new jacket, like so nice and crispy, like there was no wear to it. That's why I never understood this. The coat did not have any smell when it was packaged. I make sure to detail all issues with items in my listings. The coat was described as excellent condition, and unfortunately it seems the buyer was expecting new condition. I hope that Poshmark can resolve this amicably. Because that's kind of what she was getting at. Like, oh, I shop at the thrift store often, like, okay, You weren't getting a brand new jacket. I never stated it was a brand new jacket. I was anticipating this buyer to be like, no. But they just let it go. Like, they didn't say anything. And then Poshmark said that they decided to resolve this favorably for both you and the buyer. Your earnings have been released and the buyer has been refunded. Oh, I also forgot to mention, like, she was like really like, this person should pay for it and this person like should pay for it to be returned to them. And I was just like, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works, but sure. Here's another one. So that was the only one that's mine. Moving on. One is for a vintage Western tan suede shearling vest, 36, not the size in the listing. Nice vest, but very small. Item is listed as small men, medium women, extra small for woman, maybe. Can I return, please? Hello, I'm so sorry the vest didn't fit, but the size I gave in the listing is correct. This is a men's size 36, which corresponds to a size small, like a men's size small. An extra small would be a 32, 34. I also provided measurements in the listings. That's me in the photo modeling the vest, which fits me a bit big. I wear a women's extra small or small clothes, and this fits me more like a medium. And I have to say, like, this whole it fits me like this, it fits me like that, measurements. So I'm glad that she had measurements. Note that my photo, the chest measures 18 inches across or 36 inches total. Websites differ slightly on the numerical ranges, but a 36 is definitely always a small like I listed. And she goes on to like show the different measurements. And she goes, hi, thanks for your response. I get it. Size is true to description. It was my mistake for not measuring. Is it possible for me to return the item? No. Like, you just admitted that you didn't check the measurements and then you still want to return it? Like, that doesn't make sense. So she goes on to say, it seems returning an item for fit goes against Poshmark policy. You are welcome to resell it though. And then she goes, good to know. Take care. Good to know. How about next time you grab a measuring tape and you measure first? Like, the amount of times I've seen stuff in my PFF's closet, I'm like, ooh, I want that. And then I get a measurement or I check the measurements and it doesn't fit, and it still breaks my heart because I really wanted that shirt. So this person opened up a return case for the Jessica Howard metallic purple wrap blazer. Item is not authentic. I don't think Jessica Howard is faked, but okay. It was listed as a jacket. It is not. It is a blouse. So I would have never ordered it. Okay. Hello, sorry for any confusion, but it 100% is a blazer. If you're unhappy with it, you're more than welcome to reposh it. Sorry, but it is not a jacket. It is a blouse with a zipper at the back. Okay. I did include that there is a zipper in the back in the description of the ad and provided multiple photos as well as the measurements and the fabric content. I'm sorry you're unhappy with your item, but I assure you it is indeed a blazer. It looks great over top any blouse. Well, unfortunately to me, it is a blouse and not a blazer, but I purchased it, so I guess I have to give it away because not at all like I thought. And unfortunately, this is the first thing I have not been happy with. I don't know what to say to that. I mean, I feel like it looks like a blazer to me. You saw the photo. You literally could see it. You could see the item, front, back, side, whatever. You saw how it went on. You saw the zipper in the back and you still purchased it just so you could open a case and say, like, this isn't what I thought it was. Like, what did you think it was? You thought the zipper was just in the back for fun? You wanted, like, this to come off in two pieces? One arm. Like, what did you think was going to happen when you received this item? Sure. This one is a return request for a Tara and Sky paisley long bell sleeve midi dress. I love a bell sleeve. The hem of the dress isn't level. It draws up in the front and back in the seams, won't hang correctly. So then the seller says, it wasn't designed to be even. It creates a flowy fall. You can see that in the stock photos. And it's just like, that's the way it was made. And like, photos have been provided. I don't understand this. Do people shop with their eyes closed? I want to buy that item. I don't get it. Okay, so this one was an open case. Hello, this product was packaged nicely by the seller and I appreciate that. However, this has been the worst product I have ever purchased from Poshmark. I tried the pants on and realized there was red on my face when I was looking in the mirror. Huh? What? You tried on pants, but there was red on your face. Do you put the pants on through your head? Moving on. When I was looking in the mirror, I quickly realized this was from the pants. When I looked down, the red dye was all over my new white shirt I was wearing, my socks, and my hands. This absolutely should have been caught by the seller when packaging and when touching it to take photos of it. It has been a nightmare attempting to get this red-brown dye out of my socks, white top, and even carpet. So now it's on the carpet too. I also have other images of washing this dye off my hands into the sink. This item is clearly damaged and defective. I cannot wear or resell an item of this nature, nor would I feel comfortable donating it. It is useless and has given me a lot of a headache already trying to get the dye out, in addition to basically ruining my new white Nike shirt, which I also purchased on Poshmark. Thanks for throwing that in there. Again. I don't know. I have purchased many items through Poshmark and have never filed a report, but this is an apparent flaw in this item. I can provide more pictures if necessary of the red dye stains, but was only able to upload 4. Please make this issue correct by allowing me to return this item to the seller. Interesting. So, you got this dye everywhere. Like, you're putting on a pair of pants and somehow it's on your face, the carpet, the sock, the shirt. Like, were you pulling this band up here? Like, what were you doing? So this is what the seller says. I'm only trying to understand how this happened. The grayish marks on the tag is from the store where I picked these pants up. It's only on the tag and I see my items before photographing. These pants are no exception. They went under steaming to disinfect with disinfectant spray for insurance and remove any wrinkles. I did not experience any color bleed during that process also. I mean, it's true. We touched the item so much, so like for her to like not see this red dye between, you know, picking it up, listing, like photographing it, inventorying it, then packing it and like not getting any red dye on her, but then they just happened to like ink bomb this customer seems a little odd to me. Even after waiting hours for the stain remover to set into the stains, my white shirt is completely ruined and the red dye has set into the shirt in a number of places and spread after trying to scrub it out. This has actually ruined some of my other clothes. So what do you mean? What do you mean? How did it ruin other clothes now? What did you do? Did you wear it? Did you like sit on a pile of clothes? Like, what did you do? If you thought something was staining, why would you put it anywhere near your other clothes? You can clearly see that not only should Posh allow me to return this item, but you should be reimbursing me for my white shirt I purchased through Poshmark. No. No, like what? You need to pay for a new carpet. I need a facial. I need a hand scrub. I need brand new socks, a new shirt, and these other 17 items that I happened to touch with the pants well after I knew that there was red dye. No. So this one is like a middle. I don't know the beginning, I don't know the end, but here's the middle. Hello, sorry to hear that the waist is too tight. I guess the waist was too tight. But the post clearly states the size in the write-up and in the photos. Buyers are responsible for knowing their size prior to purchasing. Also, the fabric content is shown in the photo of the label. Buyers should have been aware of that. Seller is not responsible if buyer does not care for the fabric, as the fabric content was shown in the photo. So I'm just gonna like spitball here, but she's saying that the item was too tight, but also that she didn't like the fabric, which I don't quite understand. I don't know your preferences. How would I know your preference of material? Like, if you prefer nothing synthetic, like no polyester, nothing, and then you buy my polyester blouse, and then you crap on me because you bought a polyester blouse, ma'am, you bought that. I always show my labels. Like, I'm too lazy to even type it out sometimes. So I was like, here's the photo. Please read my description and please look at the photos before purchasing, because if you have a certain fabric issue, maybe be more aware of what you're doing, what you're buying. Be more aware of what you're buying. I like how she's speaking in mostly third person, like speaking as buyer, seller kind of thing. Not saying you should have looked at it and I should have done this. At the beginning, she goes to say, sorry to hear that the waist was too tight, but that's about it. The rest of it was saying like in third person, I guess. Hello, regarding the navy loft slim pants, I do know my size. However, you may be aware that sizing also depends on the cut, the fabric, and the manufacturer. As for the material, the quality is not there. It is a magnet for anything floating in the air to attach itself. I am not happy with the product. She didn't make the item. She didn't make the pants. She didn't manufacture them. How would she know if little floaty things are like floating around in the air and it attaches to you? Like, so I should return every single piece of clothing because my dog's hair attaches to me if I walk near him? I don't understand. And like, yeah, so are you aware? Are you aware? Ma'am, are you aware that not everything that fits you, like if you wear, say, we're going to say a size 10 in this brand, but you've worn it for years and the waistband has stretched with you and now you're more like a 12, because to be honest, sometimes I look at my clothes, I'm like, I don't even know how this fits me still, but it fits me. I would not go out and buy a size 10 thinking that's what fits me. I would use the measurements. That's what measurements are for. Sometimes things get stretched out while you're wearing them. So you might think you're a size 10, but you're really a size 12. And now you're crapping on the seller because you didn't know your size. And that's what I mean by knowing your size. Because just because the size of my pants say 10 doesn't mean I'm a 10. It means I should probably grab a measuring tape and double check. Just double check for me. Double check for your sake, for my sake. Take out your measuring tape and measure. Anywho. I don't know how that went. I really hope Poshmark was like, no. Because if I was reading them, I would have been like, no. So, this one is a Sephora Colorful Matte Face Powder. True Kiss New. Not the size in the listing. It's a makeup. Does does makeup have a size? Like, other than like the milliliters or whatever, or the flow ounces or whatever it says. Like, it doesn't have a size? I thought it was going to be a lot more bigger, but it was super tiny. Anyways, I won't be making a big deal about it. I'll still use it, but I just thought it was going to be a bit bigger. That's my only problem. You are making a big deal of it. You opened a case. You can't make a bigger deal of it because a case is the biggest deal you could possibly make about this. Over and above harassing people on comments, which happens. But I'm just saying, like, what did you think opening a case was doing? Just nonchalantly giving your advice? That doesn't really make any sense. Yeah, I don't know. You spent $5 on some Sephora face powder. You thought you were getting some massive thing for $5. I don't know in what world you live in, but not this world, honey. And, like, randomly, she just says cute. Cute. This one is for the Gianni Vinny Satin Floral Multicolored Maxi Dress 8. This dress is much too long. I'm 5'6", wearing 2.5-inch heels. I'd like to request a $10 refund to offset the cost of a seamstress. Thank you. You paid $18. You paid $18 and you want a refund of $10. That is more than half of the purchase of your item. But also, and I'm not including shipping, because shipping is shipping. Like, nobody's getting paid but the shipping company. So, anywho, you want more than half the cost of your dress back in a refund, which one does not happen. Very rare times do you get a partial refund. And definitely not $10, more than half. Like, I don't even think after fees that they really made $10. They probably just barely made $10. You don't even know if they gave them like a shipping discount. So, also, how do I know if you're 5'6"? How would I know? You could say I'm 5'6". I could say I was 5'10", and this is a super long dress on me. How would I know how tall you actually are? Maybe you just need taller heels. I don't know. It just seems like that would be a simple fix. Taller heels or don't wear the dress. Or maybe check your measurements. I won the case. I was expecting it to be a sure thing, but then Poshmark requested additional photos from the buyer, which I thought was odd since it was a fit issue. My worry was that she was going to provide her own measurements that was purposefully different than mine. Yes, I think the same thing too. Whenever I do my measurements, I'm like, oh, like it will be nothing for them to try to like screw it up. And it happens. It happens where they will fold it so it's too small and they do things, okay? Buyers aren't all truthful. It's all a game out here. But I'm glad she won. So this, as you can see, is heavily blacked out. I don't even know what the item is. I think it's more for privacy's sake. I found this on Reddit. So, you know, we're just going to go with what we have here. The boning of the corset is worn down and does not fully support me. I am heavy chested and I need a tighter support. Even if the cup is a size smaller, it's very loose. So the cup was a smaller size than you needed and you're heavy chested and it's not giving you the support you needed. I'm going to say that's probably not the corset's fault, but maybe a buyer issue. Like, maybe you should buy your size correctly, because cups hold a lot of the support that you require. Like, I could not imagine wearing a smaller, or even a cup smaller corset and expecting it to hold me in. That's not how that works. That's not at all how any of that works. Express vintage 90s beaded silk dress, size 9. They reported the item as not authentic, and I don't think that anybody was faking Express, but okay. There is an actual option for broken. I think we've established broken, stained, whatever, damaged. We've established that in a previous slide, so why you chose it as not authentic is weird. The zipper is broken and does not work. Yep, that would be under broken. Anywho. Hi, I'm sorry to hear this and understand your frustration. The item is authentic. That's what I said. This was a personal closet item of mine, and I am sure the zipper works. Being a vintage piece nearing 30 years old, the zipper may stick, which just comes with the age of the item, not damage. If you are unable to pull it, chapstick, soap, and candle wax can all make a vintage zipper glide. It is on the track correctly. So, I mean... I just think this one's funny because I think people say it's not authentic is somehow going to push them to the beginning of the line. I see it so many times and I'm like, I don't understand. Nobody's faking this. This is a broken, if you think it's a broken item, then it's a broken item. But also, yeah, I know, I guess people just expect everything to work perfectly. But I mean, if it was a little snagged, a little hard to pull up, you should probably mention it. I have mentioned it before. All right. This person opened up a return case for your bundle of 2 t-shirts, basically. The white top has a stain, and the navy top is very stretched out at the collar. Return accepted. Sorry, I missed that. That's just like so point blank period done, right? Like, sometimes you can just admit that, like, I made a mistake, and there's no arguing and no nonsense going back and forth. And thank you for being so understanding. Which is great. Maybe she'll buy again from her. And she said, where's the stain located on the white tee? She goes about 3 inches down from the collar, kind of to the left. Hard to tell in that photo when it's worn. It's very obvious. I'm going to try to wash it out with Shout and see if it comes out. And see, she wanted to return it. She was like, But now she's like willing to work with her because she already knows that like the seller isn't like on high guard and accusatory. She goes, no problem. I should have known on the blue tee. I sold it for a friend who is a singer, and he's constantly doing this at the shows. I guess he just doesn't like his collars. Like, yeah. Sir, if you wore your shirt at a concert, you just don't pass it on to a reseller. We don't want it. Oh, sure, go ahead, see if you can get it out, since if you can't, I won't resell it anyways, which is true. Yeah, and then she just says, that's amazing. And then it says, we have reached a resolution with the buyer and your earnings have been released. So I guess they offered her some sort of credit. I don't know. Well, that's pretty awesome, but it's pretty funny. This was just like a total, like, I can't believe that happened, but it did happen, and here's my proof. That's all the video that I have for today. If you have cases, send them, because I've scored the internet at this point. There is no more cases for me to read. That's why it wasn't even that dramatic, and I kind of feel like it's kind of missing something. I don't know, but I can't make up cases. Actually, I got a case today, and that's the whole reason for me recording this video, because I was like, I don't know what to record, and then I got a case opening and I was like, I guess I'm doing a case video. Notice I didn't include it. So basically, they opened up a return case against me to say that I shipped the wrong item. I shipped yesterday. I shipped the item literally less than 24 hours ago. How did you receive it? I know it was nobody in my province, because I usually remember when it's in my province, you know? I tend to look. I think it was like British Columbia or something. It was like somewhere far. So they instantly realized, like, oh crap, I opened a case on the wrong item. My bad. And I just responded with like, hey, Poshmark, they haven't even received it yet. They don't receive it until Friday. I don't really know what to do next. And they went ahead and said, like, I've already emailed Poshmark to resolve this. Thank you so much for your understanding. Because I said, like, you know, like, mistakes happen. Like, I was being, like, so, like, chill and calm with them. Like, I wasn't like, look what you did. I was just like, oh, you know, that happens. And they're like, thank you for being so understanding. And I just, like, I want them to have a positive experience. Obviously, that's embarrassing to, like, open up a case and then be like, oh my God, wrong person. You can't just, like, delete. You can't dirty delete it. It's there. So yeah, and she said that she went ahead and already sorted it out with, or she already started emailing Poshmark support out of the case. So we'll see what happens, but that seemed like it was a sign. It's a sign. Go make one of your case videos. So I did. And I really hope you enjoy it. I would love to continue to make these videos. Like I said, I just can't make them out of thin air, and I can't hold all the cases in the world. That's just, that's too much stress for me. I'm not going to purposely screw up, people. I have managed to, like, put my own case in every single one of these. So, like, cases happen. It's okay. But, yeah, like, just don't take it too rough. Like, just be honest. Be as thoroughly honest as possible. Take photos. You know, some people take video of them packaging it up in every corner. I only ever do that really for eBay. But if anybody's watching this and they want to try to open a case against me, I take videos of everything. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time in the day to do that. I've never even heard of a video being useful other than maybe being able to grab like a screenshot and posting it. But like having a video just seems like a lot of extra storage on my phone, which I don't actually have. So yeah, as always, measurements, measurements, measurements. Oh my God, measurements. You'll be surprised the amount of cases that get saved because they had measurements in there. But we also know that measurements doesn't always mean that you're going to win the case. And just because they get stopped at measurements doesn't mean that they won't throw spaghetti at the wall at that point. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really do appreciate you guys. You know it. Like, comment, subscribe. I know you guys have all had cases, and if you haven't, we applaud you, but it might happen. So just know it's normal. And I will see you guys next Wednesday. Been mentioned. So again, we're doing this. Is my shirt see-through? I need to know. Oh, no. Never. What? Hi, thanks for your response. Love it. Oh, why are they out of order? Doesn't have solved amicably. You cannot have that. It's mine.